Ma, say hi.
Hi.
You gotta say hi to the camera.
Somebody have to look in it.
Yeah, when you say hi.
Hi.
Let's try this again. Ma, say hi.
Hi.
Oh yeah, I have my nephew here, guys. So he's gonna be a little loud. Hopefully not too loud.
I dare you to work on yourself for 6 months. I dare you to shut out the world. I dare you to shut out all the distractions. I dare you to give up everything that is keeping you from your dream. I dare you!
So mom is about to watch the video. Are you nervous, Ma?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Truly. Oh my. Alright, so they've been waiting for your reaction. Ma, why are you looking at me like that? You making me nervous.
No.
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacy and you are joining me here. I would say Curly Roots, but as you guys already saw, the name is changed. I don't know what to name the channel. I like Naked Truth because I'm stuck between two names. Naked Truth and my name, Stacy Lee Warren. I mentioned before in my previous videos that one of the mistakes that I had was me hating my mother. And I feel like I'm ready to talk about that story, that situation, and that process. Because as you can see directly behind me, it is my vision board. And one of the things that is on my vision board is healing. And to remember to heal and accept healing and all that stuff. We know healing can be very, very painful. Healing can be very difficult because what healing really is you literally facing the situation, facing the problem, facing the hurt, facing the pain. You're kind of peeling the band-aid off and exposing the wound so you can treat it. And that's the simplest way I can explain healing, because that's what my healing felt like with my mother. Like when I started my journey, it felt like the Lord pulled the band-aid off and exposed this infected wound over 20 plus years of this wound. And he really just ripped the band-aid off. And I'm gonna explain from the beginning of when everything started to where I am now. So go on, girls and guys, grab your coffee, your tea, your soda, your water, whatever it is, and sit down. This might be one of them lengthy videos, but here we are, we're doing it, and we're gonna do this healing together. And I'm putting this out here for me. So I want the world to see my progress, and hopefully that my testimony can help someone else to start their journey. I am going to try not to cry. Okay? That is the goal. Try not to cry. So as you guys heard previously, I moved to the States when I was a child. I was very young. I was about 6 years old, turning 7. And I remember when I was leaving for the airport that day. I remembered when my mom was saying she wanted a hug. And I didn't hug her. I did not hug my mother. I remember when I got to the airport, it was cold. I ran to my dad and I hugged him. A week of being with Daddy, I was telling him I'm ready to go see Mommy. And Daddy kept on saying, oh, you're not gonna see your mom for now. I didn't understand until like a month kept on going by, 2 months kept on going by. So I remember when he said that and I was like, oh, we're not gonna see Mom again. And he was like, yeah, you're gonna see her, but just not right now. And I remember on the phone like, Mom, I wanna see you, I wanna see you, I wanna come home, I wanna come home, I wanna come home. And she was like, you know, soon, but she didn't know that we wasn't gonna go back. Daddy basically just took us and we never saw my mom until like years later. And I remember crying nights upon nights. I felt like deep wounds like occurred in me, and most of my anger came from that situation because I couldn't control it. I couldn't control the fact that I didn't have my mother in my life anymore. And my dad, he made really bad choices in stepmothers. Like, it was bad.
I do not like that.
And I remember when I first got my period, and the lady that my dad was living with at the time, she was so mean to me. I came home from school, I was in the 3rd grade, and I didn't know what was going on because no one told me what to expect on what a period was and what this is. So I got all messed up at school and I needed a pad, and the way she treated me, she was just like so mean. She was like, I don't have any pad, leave me alone, go put on some tissue. So I was so embarrassed to go to my dad and tell my dad, like, I'm on my period. But my aunt ended up telling him, and he started buying these big old diaper pads, and it was like, my mom ended up getting another baby, and it was a baby girl, and she named her after me. And I hated my mother for getting pregnant again. This baby had everything I wanted. She had mommy hugs, mommy kisses, mommy everything, and I just didn't get that anymore. So I started telling people that my mom was dead. People would ask me, what happened to your mom? Oh, she passed away. My mom is dead. I used to say that to people. Yeah. I used to tell people that my mom is dead. And I used to wish that she would die so the story become more relatable. That's truth. But I felt like my mom not being there, my mom being absent for so long, it just kind of erased the mind and the thought of her being my mom. And I just didn't want anything to do with her. So it came down to it now when I was in a bad situation. You guys always hear me talk about this abusive situation. I never say a relationship because it's not a relationship. Ain't no way no man gonna be beating on me. But I was in a bad situation where I trusted this woman and I thought she was really nice. And I ended up moving in with her and she ended up turning in like the devil. No cap. But she came like really crazy. When things got really bad one day, I remember I called my mom and I said, I don't know what's going on. I just started talking to my mother because I didn't know who else to talk to, and I didn't want to talk to my dad because he's a person like Ed At, and you don't want to tell him certain things. He don't have no control because he's really protective with his children. So I didn't want no beef, no problem. I know my mom, she's more of the level-headed, reasoning one. So I went ahead and told my mom, and I said, Mom, I don't know why I feel like this, but I can't stop crying. I can't stop. I can't. It's something hurt. It's something in my chest hurt. But I wasn't aware of what was going on. And my mom said, Stacy, that's a broken heart. And the moment she said that to me, guys, I cried so much on the phone.
You remember that, Mom?
I couldn't believe what was happening. My heart was being broken. I was being let down once again by another woman who I looked at as a mother. That hurt. That hurted so bad. Yeah. Now, my mom, I started begging her because she's a praying woman. My mother prays. I was begging, don't talk to God about it. Don't pray because God is going to destroy it. And I didn't want to let go of the toxic relationship. I didn't want to let it go because I'm like, this is the only thing I have as a real mother. Even though I'm talking on the phone with my mother. So my mom went ahead and prayed. And what did God do? He delivered me from it.
You prayed, right, Mom?
Thank God, Mom, you prayed. Anyway, like maybe a couple years after, I was able to now see my mother. So I took a trip. I'm going to insert those clips. I never put those clips up from the first trip in Jamaica. We put up the second trip that we took to Jamaica.
so my daughter. My husband a teacher how to jerk. Oh my God!
I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love.
That trip was so emotional. I looked at her for the first time in years. And I was like, wow, I have her smile. Because that was another thing too. That was another thing, like, I felt like growing up, all my friends had their mom, and they could talk about their mom and look like their mom, but I didn't have anything to go back on, so I didn't know what to compare myself to, and these people that I was having as my mom, they look nothing like me, and I would wish that they did look like me, or I look like them, but it wasn't the reality, because they're not my mom.
To those around me,
I'm like, they're not my mom, so I don't look like them. So when I saw my mom after all those years, I couldn't believe it. I had my mom's smile. Like the way she smiled, I smiled the same way. Like my uncle always said, you look like your mom. And I didn't understand what he meant, but when I saw her, I was like, wow, I look like my mother. Because I always, like, know I look like my dad, but when I saw my mother, I said I look like my mother. I have my mother's smile. I have my mother's toes. I have her fingers. I have her nose. I look like my mother. So I cried that whole trip. I was there for 10 days. Was it? Yeah, I was there for 10 days and I cried all 10 days. Just hearing her stories and what she had to go through and how she felt when we wasn't coming back to Jamaica, and realizing that she was hurt too, and you know, just circumstances and situations in life beyond our control at the time. But she was a really cool woman, and yeah, I met her for the first time after all those years. It was very, very emotional. Yeah, this story's kind of hard. I know I'm all over the place. I'm sorry. It's just trying to say things without touching a nerve on camera. So my mom came to America to live. She became a permanent resident, so she lives here now. Yes. So I always have her, even though I think we should spend more time, which we don't, because mom never wants to go anywhere. She always want to go shopping, and I'm not a shopping person, so we gotta find something that we like to do together. So I'm gonna invite my mom one day and get her on camera so she can talk to you guys. My mom came here to America. She was living with me. Then she didn't want to stay with me because she didn't know me. Even though I saw her in Jamaica, we talked, we bonded, you know, to my knowledge. I forgave her for all the wrong she did, but mom just still had her own things that she was dealing with. And she had a whole family. She had another daughter that she was close to that she had to leave. Okay. So Stacey's about to meet her sister for the very first time.
I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love.
understand like why mom wasn't happy being here with us. Like, we're her kids too. You know, she talked about her daughter and her stepkids, and I'm like, Mom, you have 2 kids, you do know that, right? She wasn't getting it, so she left, and she broke my heart. And the anger that stirred up in me, I swore to God that I was never gonna forgive her. That night in the room begging her to stay, it brought up a pain that I still can't comprehend to this day. It was so painful. I don't even know how I got over it now to where I am with my mother. That is, this thing that I'm on, this journey, it's a God thing. It's not my strength. It's not my might. But it's by His Spirit, because I can't do it on my own at all. I was so angry I didn't even like talk about it. Like, my friends would want to talk about it, and I'm like, no, don't talk about it. We're not talking about her. She doesn't exist. She doesn't want to be here. She doesn't want us. Forget her. And they would give me time and they'll wait, whatever. But that disappointment was real. Anyway, a couple months later, Mom decided to come back home. So I came home from work. Dad calls me. Oh, your mom is on her way. She's coming to your house. No one asked me a question. No one talks to me about anything. Only thing Dad said was, it's your mom. Get over it. Figure it out. I was like, no. She can't, no. No one's gonna allow me to just have this woman come back in my life, let her back in because she messed up and act like nothing happened. I was like, no, Ma, you can't stay with me. And when I told my mother that she couldn't stay with me, I was so mad. I was mad at my dad because I felt like, why would you throw me in a situation like this when you heard me venting on the phone to you about what Mom did? I was so mad at my dad. I called him, I blasted him on the phone. Like, I was so mad. Just fuming mad. And Mom left. Mom was like, I understand. But you know, my mom has this look on her face when she's like, she's just a battered woman. And she's dealt with a lot of hurt. And the fact that she looked like that, and I was the one that was causing that now disappointment to her because I was trying to protect myself in this toxic situation, I just fell apart. Jody came home, we drove to the park, and I wept. When I say I wept, I wept. So on my way back home now, I remember the Holy Spirit was talking to me like maybe a couple days after, and He was saying to me, emotional healing. Emotional healing. I didn't know what that meant until I began my process with my mother. And I just still wouldn't let go of this hurt. I wouldn't let go of this pain. I wouldn't let it go. Wouldn't forgive her. I wouldn't, until God brought it in my face. Like, everything just kept on coming in my face. You have to look at it when it's constantly being brought in your face. You know what I mean? I started looking up articles like how to forgive my mother. I couldn't find anything like that because people are talking about like weird stories, and I'm like, nah, that's too extra. So I couldn't find anything that clicked with me at the time. So I just brought it to God. And one day I was going to work and I was on a bus, and the Lord said, just like so-and-so is easily shamed, your mother is easily shamed. And that just did something to me. On my way to work, that day I decided to let it go. Let go of the pain, let go of the hurt, let go all what Mom did and what I did and what went wrong and what didn't go right and what happened. I just let it go. And that was the day I forgave my mom. Like, I'm gonna accept my mom for where she's at. I'm gonna accept my mom for the type of relationship that she can give. And at the time, she only can give a friendship. And I feel like that's reasonable because we're older now. We missed all those years of what I wanted. I wanted a mother-daughter situation, but, you know. And I used to tell my mom, I'm gonna be a better mother than you. And she was like, I told my mother that. And I saw the pattern of her, and I'm like, oh no, we gotta fix this. This seemed like a generational problem. So I went ahead and I was like, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna become a better mother than my grandmother and my mother was by fixing the problem with my mother. I'm going to address my issues with my mother. I'm going to treat my mother better. I'm going to love my mother. I'm going to respect my mother. And I'm going to accept my mother for where she's at and for who she is. And that's what I did. I accepted my mother fully. And I felt like our relationship has improved and is still improving. It's not 100, but it's better than what it was. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that, oh, we're like so dope, so close. We are close, but it's a different type of closeness. Like I'm understanding her more and more. You know, I don't fully understand her, but I'm understanding her. She don't fully understand me, but she's trying to learn me. So it's just a process, and it's still, you know, still a little hard to talk about sometimes, but you gotta do what you gotta do, and we're here, and she's a good mom. I really, really thank God for my mother very, very much, and I thank God that I have a mother. I needed my mother now. One of my requests growing up always, which was so weird, I said I don't want to get married without my mother not being at my wedding, and she's here, and one day I'm gonna get married, and she's gonna be at my wedding, and she's gonna be with her grandchildren, and you know, so God has been faithful. God has been good. So it's still a journey, still a process. This video definitely put me in a very somber mood, and I won't push beyond my emotions to make the video look better. I'm just gonna be real. You know, when you talk about pain, talk about hurt, this is what it looks like. So there is no one like. That's my story, and that's my journey, and it continues. So I will catch you guys in another video, and if you are having issues with any parent or any sibling or any family member that you feel like you can rectify and fix it. My dad had told me the scripture and said, where there's contention, there is pride. And definitely I had pride. There was a lot of pride in me. I didn't want to let it go. I didn't feel like I should. I feel like she was wrong, you know? So when I let that go and let the pride and let everything go, my healing came. My emotional healing came, and it wasn't easy, but it came, and it's happening, and it's here, and I'm a better person. So if you have an issue with your parent, let go your pride. Let go your situation, your issues. You know, accept it, forgive yourself, you know, forgive them, and move on to bigger and better things. So yeah, I think that's it for this video, really. But my mom and I, we're doing okay. And I just want to tell you, Mom, that I love you very much. I love you very much. I really do. So don't forget, guys, to be bold, to be free, and to be fearless. And I'll see you guys in my next video.
When the rain is blowing in your face, and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there's nowhere to try your tears.
Oh my God.
I could hold you for a million years to make you feel love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I'll never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love.
Oh my God, Stacey. Oh my God.
I dare you to shut out the world.
God.
What's your thoughts, Ma?
What can I say?
I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my